What is up, gamers? It's me, Dan, moderately known as MAMTG, and we are back here today with another episode of the gameplay series, and we've got some stellar guests today. We've got our buddies GToast99, Billy, aka BadluckBandit from the Dark Devs podcast, and returning guest Mr. Fitz from the Arena of the Ancients Twitch stream. If you've ever seen our buddy GToast on the stream before, you know that when he's on, we play quick and fast games because Godo either loses hard or dies hard. So we got a double feature here for you today. We're going to have 2 rounds of deck techs and 2 full-length games, so let's go ahead and hop into the first one. First up in game 1 is Billy playing Zimone and Dina. This is a Sultai mid-range deck using its commander as a grinding engine while it puts together Thassa's Oracle combos or Finale of Devastation wins. Next up is Fitz playing Krark Sakashima Storm. This is a mid-range Storm deck using Krark's ability to bounce spells back to hand to gain massive amounts of card advantage and overtake the table for Storm wins. Third up is GToast playing his famous deck, Godo, Bandit, Warlord. This is a mono-red combo deck using its commander as a 1-card win con with Helm of the Host to take infinite combat steps and win with damage. And last up is Mod playing Tivit, Seller of Secrets. This is a mid-range control deck using its commander as a 1-card combo with Time Sift to take infinite turns and deal infinite damage. As always, this episode is brought to you by TCG Player. Hit that TCG Player affiliate link in the description to pick up any of the cards that you see in today's video. It's a great way to help out the channel. And we're also partnered with Dragon Shield. Pick up the greatest card sleeves and TCG accessories in the multiverse and support the show. All of these links are in the video description below. And thank you to all of our patrons who make great content like this possible. Become a patron to enjoy Patreon exclusive content, give direct support to the channel, join our Patreon Discord, and even get your deck featured on the show. And remember, if you enjoy this video, it helps out a lot to click that like and subscribe button. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, and everyone is highly appreciated. And without further ado, let's hop into the game.
And this is like one of the issues with this
goblin
deck.
is going to be a gelatinous goblin for 5.
Nice.
Just out of curiosity, does everyone know why Tony has stickers?
Yeah, because of the sticker goblin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, does anyone give a shit?
That was my thought, is that,
No.
like, is everyone just being like, okay, you got whatever you just said, rolling with it. This is...
I kind of want to make up a mechanic and just, like, start showing up to games, showing up to streams.
It would work on me every time.
Nope.
Let's do it. 3 games?
Nothing here. Good luck, have fun.
Draw a card, City of Brass, and we will pass.
I'll draw a card. I'll play a prismatic. Just chill. Fast turn.
Okay. I was like, what card do I want to see on top of my library?
Did you get it? Did you get the good one?
We're going to play a mountain.
It's not answering because it was.
We're going to play as Mana Vault.
Sure. Don't tap it.
We're
Okay.
going to play as Voltaic.
Oh, proof.
We're going to... So I got 2 floating.
Don't show me the turn 1 ring.
We're going to tap 1 and untap my Mana Vault. We're going to do math.
No, it's
Not
4.
math and
1 plus
magic.
3 is 4, Tony.
Nah, we're just going to do the thing. The One Ring.
Fuck.
Tap and draw a card.
You have protection from everything, though.
Gonna pass the turn.
Oh my god, we are gonna lose this game.
Oh,
probably.
but you never know.
I'm gonna play this Flooded Strand. I'm gonna sacrifice it, go to 39, and get myself a Tundra. And then I'm gonna play a Lotus Petal, and I'm gonna pass.
I'm going to draw a card. Ancient Tomb. I'm going to painfully take 3 damage and play a Rhystic Study.
I'm gonna crack this and grab a basic.
I'm gonna regretfully mana drain the Rhystic Study.
Really? Okay.
If I go to my turn, I'm gonna not pay for it at least once or twice, and I don't want to do that, and then let other
I
people
think the
do it
One
too.
Ring is already a large enough issue where I would focus the attention there.
I don't
But-
think. I think that Tony is not going to cast anything for a while. I suspect that Tony will not
It'll
do
be
anything
probably
very
two
threatening over the
turns.
next couple turns.
I think... Okay. All right.
I think that's a pretty decent read. I think by my turn 4, you better be at like stacked.
Yeah, like
But
I definitely don't think that Tony's going to try to go for Godo next turn unless he accidentally just draws the nuts off of this One Ring, which is a possibility. But I think it's much more likely that he just draws a couple of cards, or like 3 or 4 cards with that goddamn ring.
Well, I mean, by the time we get to turn 4, 10 cards, right? Like, obviously by then it's an issue, but I think by turn 4, it lights out for us. But I could be wrong. So.
No, I agree with you. I can't be in front of Tony and have mana drained his the One Ring is my real position here, and I hate that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't
And
know.
then
Could be the wrong play. So this last little sentence I said here really says it all, I think, about my position. I really wanted to be in front of Tony to be able to counter that One Ring because I had a feeling that he was going to be digging for it this game. It's a new card for this deck and he really wants to try it out. And I really needed 4 mana to go along with my hand. Now, could that mana drain have been spent on something better? Probably in the long run. Rhystic Study is a really good spell to counter, but Billy is very correct. The One Ring is definitely putting us behind as a table. Does Rhystic Study also put me in particular behind both of these players that now have an advantage engine? But Billy's also incentivized to help me deal with Tony. But again, we're riding that really fine line between helping us not lose to Tony and then just losing to Billy anyway. The real reason that I need to use this mana drain here more than anything else is that I actually literally need that mana. This is a huge part of my hand's game plan. If you watch my video about how to mulligans, I talk about this idea of having a game plan with your hands. I really need to be able to get a lot of mana off of this mana drain so I can start to get my own mana off the ground and get into casting Tivit and try to take back this game from 4th position. Unfortunately, being in the turn position that we are, I don't get to counter the One Ring, which would have been a lot more valuable, I think, on all fronts, and instead I have to counter the Rhystic Study here. It's not a great move, but it's one that I think I have to make in this position, unfortunately. I hope this doesn't come across like me and Billy are arguing this point. One thing I really love and respect about Billy as a player is that he is a very respectful player of his opponents. He might not have agreed with my decision. It's pretty clear to see that he didn't agree with my decision, but Billy's a really respectful guy. He likes to talk about these kind of decisions, and I do too. And I wanted to show that there were a lot of different sides to this decision, and it's not a really easy one to make.
Draw for turn. Oh,
Definitely an interesting decision point there.
I am done.
Untaps 1 and 2. Draw a card. Mountain. I need cards or mana. That's the problem. I can't have both. So yeah, let's just see the cards. Why not? We're gonna untap.
I agree with this decision tree wholeheartedly.
We're gonna draw 3 cards.
To be fair, some cards are mana.
Yeah, I actually forgot about the Voltaic key in combination of my thought. So I think literally by turn 4, I think we are 100% dead.
I agree with this wholeheartedly,
Hope,
Bestie.
Krark Prospector is the card. I'm gonna discard Goblin Matron and Mountain, and then I'll pass the turn.
After drawing this card, I'm going to add 3 colorless mana to my pool. Play an Underground Sea as my land for turn. Use 2 of this colorless to cast a Talisman of blue and black. Tap this and use that colorless to cast a Talisman of blue and white. And then I'm going to pass the turn.
Untap. Draw a card. I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do? I don't know if this is good or not, but it's happening. Here's a Demonic. I have 1 colorless floating. I'm going to put this mystery card in my hand. And I'm going to play this mystery card.
Whoa.
Sick.
Whoa. And I'm going to play an Orcish Bowmaster.
Oof, nice.
We'll target the Goblin.
I'll sack it for red.
Great choice. And then I will pass the turn.
I'm gonna cast an impulse.
Sick.
Look at the top 4, keep 1.
Yep.
Draw for turn. And pass the turn. I'm gonna discard Grafdigger's Cage.
Right. Untaps. I'm gonna take 4. Draw a card. Believe it or not,
hold
that
it-
Skirk actually matters a lot. Oh, let's draw 4 cards and see what we get.
Take 4.
No, it triggers at your upkeep.
No, I get...
No, the Orcish Bowmaster.
Bowmaster.
Oh, oh man, that sucks, dude.
Oh, I knew it was happening.
I forgot about it.
I'm okay
I've
with
also
it for
been
4
got on
cards.
this axis before. I know, it's totally worth it.
Play a Mountain.
If you just win, taking 4 doesn't matter at all.
We're gonna untap the Vault. Tap the Vault for 3. And float 1 of it. We're gonna try a Defense Grid.
Terrible. I pass.
I do too.
Well, yikes.
We're going to Last Chance.
Oh my lord, Tony, you're a madman. I love it.
Floating colorless go, because I can't use it. 9, I need to discard 2 cards. We're gonna discard Visions of Ruin. Discard, I guess, Chaos Warp. I'm gonna lose if I'm not interacting with anybody.
There you
Let's untap. Upkeep, I will take 5. This is getting painful.
Mhm.
I will draw a card. Let's play my land, which is the Command Beacon.
Oh hey, it's turn 4, Billy, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I think I punt here, though, frankly.
Hopefully.
I mean, I wouldn't intentionally punt. I would try to
I think
make
it's
good
too
play.
late. I think I already did the thing.
No, Billy's just saying that he personally wouldn't punt. He would just play it correctly.
Well, that's true. You would have won the game correctly.
Just felt different.
We're gonna tap for red and float it, and then sack the mountain to thunderclap the archers. I'm gonna try to draw 5 cards. Did we get there? Didn't.
Really? I mean, you got
Yeah, really.
6 more.
Yeah, but I was counting on that for mana. This mana neutral dockside is killing me. That
Yeah,
Skirk
that's what I was
Prospector
thinking,
really
is it's
did
gotta,
it to me.
It's gotta basically be like Jeska's Will, right? Like, it's gotta be like, I guess, the most
Yeah.
mana positive thing. Either that or the Mind Goblin would also.
I think I need to see the cards. That blows.
Yeah.
That's gonna leave me at.
But still plenty of free
Alright,
mana.
we gotta see the cards.
Mhm.
We're gonna draw 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got a Lotus Petal. 1, 2, 3. Seething Song.
Okay.
Can I get one more mana before that?
I don't know. I hope not. I hope that I get to have mana drain the Rhystic Study and not get punished for it.
I think you
Although, to
will.
be fair, what am I gonna mana drain otherwise? Like, I get your defense grid, and then you still just do this all anyway, unless someone else has more interaction. Wasn't a great decision for sure.
I feel like trying to talk yourself into it, but like, no, it's not.
No, I don't. I don't think I would have made a different decision, because I think I just lose the game on a different axis if you also have the Rhystic setting. Because yeah. This is all assuming that you and Fitz don't have anything that just can't counter a defense grid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I can do
Which is
Petal, the one floating, and these 2 for Treasonous Ogre. Add 6. Go to 1. Seething Song, hold priority, fork it. Add 10, go to 11. Try to win the game.
Hey, wait, that's the number. Nice. Yeah, totally.
We get there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't got anything. Anyone else?
No.
I got fuck all, but I can.
Yes, one
That's
rig.
good.
Yeah, no, I got Sorcerer Speed, Winds of Bandit, and a Tezzeret. I got nothing.
Ugh.
Billy, what'd you have? You have the
And
spell
I
pierce? Show
have
me what's
extra
wrong.
because Guy's pointing out that my
No.
math is bad tonight.
No, I had Spellseeker, Cheetah Pacton, Excavator.
Justified. I'm making that decision
I
a million
patched
times out of a
negation, but
Oh, yeah.
not a lot of mana sources.
Yeah.
I am so happy that worked. I'm so happy. You have no idea.
Ugh, I'm bummed I wasn't in front of you. I wanted to manage during this of a 1 ring. All right, congrats to Tony on a really great game 1. That was really sweet. I love to see that 1 ring win, and especially with the Voltaic Key. This is something that Tony was on really early, and he was really hot about, and I love to see it working out for him because it's a really sweet combo. He's on both rings now in Godo, and it's really awesome to see just powering through turns like that. Now let's go ahead and hop into the Game 2 deck decks. In Game 2, first up, we've got Fitz coming back to us with Krark Sakashima. Next up is Mod playing Kest Dissident Mage. This is a Turbo Ad Nauseam deck looking to land early advantage engines and close out the game with Underworld Breach and Thoracle combos. And third is Billy playing Faldorn Dreadwolf Herald. This is a mid-range creature storm deck using Food Chain along with its commander to draw through the deck and kill the table with combat-based combos. And last up is G-Toast on Godo Bandit Warlord, hoping to do a repeat of round 1.
Stickers are Delusionary for 6. I'm looking at 4.
Good. That means Tony's not going to dumpster us.
Not looking good. In last place, looking at 4. Not good. Not where
That's a
we
great
wanna be.
bard. Justin Bieber said, never say never.
You consider him a bard, huh?
I mean, do you think he'd be a rogue? Like, he's like definitely a warrior.
You think he's definitely not a warrior, huh? Toxic masculinity, Billy, I think.
No, I just don't think he could pick up the axe. I mean, that's literally the issue there.
What, because he's a twink?
I mean, I didn't use that word. You used that word.
No, I'm trying to put words in your mouth. That's true. Anyone have a pregame action? Tony, I know you do.
I do not.
Oh, wow.
I got 4 cards in hand. You think I'm on Gemstone Caverns?
Yeah, Gemstone 2 ley lines.
I will draw a card. Have fun. I'm gonna play a command tower to cast a Mystic Remora.
Oof, rough. Yeah, you got it.
Ooh, good.
Then I would like to cast a Mana Crypt
Oof. Okay, good 7.
and pass the turn.
I will draw. We're just going to play it cool then. I'm going to play a Verdant Catacombs. I'm going to crack it immediately, go to 39 and get myself a tapped Blood Crypt and pass the turn.
I'm gonna hope beyond hope that I draw the card that I want. Yeah, Yave Maya. Got there. And we're gonna play Elvish Mystic, and we'll pass.
Let's see it. We did not see it. We're going to play a tapped Sandstone Needle with 2 counters on it. But then we're going to pass the turn.
Untap, keep, I'll pay the fish tax, draw a card. I'm going to play a mountain. I will cast Krark. I'm floating a colorless that I'll do nothing with, and pass the turn.
Untap. I'll keep it draw. City of Brass. City of Pass.
I'm going to untap, draw a card, and I think I'm going to play this Firelit Thicket.
Mhm.
And I'm going to tap 3 mana and play Yuzan. I'm done after that.
Untap, upkeep, draw. We're going to play Goblin Welder.
Oof, rough.
We're
Okay.
going to let a red go away, and we're going to pass the turn.
So looking at Tony's opening hand, we know that he had the City of Traders and he had the Treason Soaker. He actually could have tried to go for the win here, but something I do know about Tony is that he really doesn't like to just jam into open mana. Godo is by its nature a very fragile deck, folds to a lot of different kinds of interaction, and if Tony doesn't have protection for it, or if he senses that there's some sort of interaction around the table, he usually doesn't go for it. Obviously, knowing my opening hand, I didn't have anything for this. He absolutely could have gotten away with it, but usually it's the correct decision to try to hold off until you can find some sort of interaction or protection. Wow.
Upkeep, roll for Crypt. Odds are bad, so I will take 3. Pay for Mystic Remora. I'm just gonna pass the turn.
I will untap, upkeep, and draw. I will play a City of Traders. 1 life into the City, Brass go to 38. I'm going to cast a Displacer Kitten. Yeah, I was hoping to get paid off with a Signet by now, but it didn't happen. I will pass.
Okay, let's untap, draw a card. I'll play Sakazan, and I will pass.
Such responsible magic.
I
Untap,
know.
upkeep, draw a card.
This means Tony's about to do something very disrespectful.
It's such a hard board to jam into.
Yeah, don't
How
do
many
that.
cards
You'd
you
have to
got
go
in
to the
hand,
doctor. Down enough to do anything about you. I got 4.
I have 5.
I have 6.
We're going to Cavern on humans, and we're going to pass the turn.
What the fuck? Cast non-creature spells.
No,
Y'all are killing me.
my whole hand was lands and Displacer Kitten. I don't know what you want me to do.
Draw non-creature spells and cast them.
Believe me, buddy, I'm in the same boat.
Roll for Crypt. I'll take 3 more. 1 more time with feeling.
Sure thing.
Draw a card. Play Wooded Foothills and pass the turn.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, and draw. Float 2 for City. Rite of Flame, flicker, nothing.
Draw a card.
2 life to look at Fitz's hand with this Gataxian Probe.
Crack Wooded Foothills in response. And then I'll draw a card from Mr. Gamora. And then here's my hand.
Okay.
Same.
Okay. Yeah. Also good. Lots of good cards. Yeah. Fun, fun, fun. And that is okay. I know what that is too. Cool. Sick. I'll draw a card.
Are we screwed?
No, you're fine. Probably. I don't know. I'm going to play an Underground Sea, and City of Traders will trigger, and I will sacrifice it. I'll leave 1 red floating in my pool. I'm going to cast a Wheel of Fortune, and Fitz can draw.
Oof.
I feel like I should activate before this. Yeah, I'm going to activate before. I'll add 1 counter. Give him Arbor Elf.
I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt, targeting the Displacer Kitten.
But I have nothing. Why don't you get, like, the Yisan?
I might not get anything.
That's true. Okay, enjoy.
Like to return Lightning Bolt to my hands. Cast Lightning Bolt again.
You got it.
Same target.
Damn.
Yeah, Wheel of Fortune.
Now, you see me before this stop and try to make a very feeble attempt at politicking. I really wasn't putting my full effort into that, and I don't know why, because I really wanted the kitten to stick around. I think it's mostly because I knew my point was bull. But yeah, talking's a free action. You gotta do what you gotta do to make your stuff stick around. Okay.
It's real bad.
I'm dumping Mox Opal and Thassa's Oracle.
Worldly Tutor, Vexing Thesher, Spire of Industry, Bezasia, and Gamble.
City of Traders, Treasonous Ogre, Jessica's Will, Blasphemous Act.
Funny. And then Fitz also had the most ridiculous hand I've ever seen.
Rite of Flame, Geist Wave, Solve the Equation, Heat Shimmer, Twin Flame, Lotus Petal, Delayed Blast Fireball, Cyclonic Rift, and the Lightning Bolt.
Yep, very frightening.
There you go.
So Billy made the decision to activate his Yisan before I did this Wheel of Fortune, which, knowing that he had the Beseiju in hand, I think that eats up a lot of the interaction that he can possibly have in his deck. But I think personally, especially with the Wheel of Fortune on the stack, there's a lot of good 3-drops that you can draw into that might be able to interact here, like Endurance or Deflecting Swat. Obviously, Endurance or Force of Vigor you can still use without having to have mana up, but there are certain advantages to keeping it up here. You might draw into your last 1-drop on this Wheel of Fortune, but I think there's probably more merit to just waiting it out here and seeing what you happen to draw. Oh, that would be funny. Yeah, that would be actually so fucking funny. That's Gotta be the right call, I think. I'm gonna cast a reanimate targeting the treasonous ogre.
Oh no!
Oh, God.
I got
Figure
no.
Mystic.
No response to Mystic.
Okay.
It's okay?
Good here.
It's
No, I don't think it's good here.
You should counter the shit out of it. Not psych on opposite day, I mean.
Nice.
Yeah, good save, I know.
I'm gonna deflecting swat.
You fucking son of a bitch.
Trigger card.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Sure, yeah.
There we go. Yay! What other creatures in graveyards? Do I have any ones?
I have a Thassa's Oracle.
Oh yeah, let's go. That's definitely the pick.
Okay. I'll lose 2 life. I will resolve the Thassa's Oracle trigger, and I actually don't have the thing in hand to have, like, made the 5D chess play. So what I'm referring to there is either having Demonic Consultation or Tainted Pact in my hand, which if I did have, I would have been able to just cast, flick the Thassa's Oracle again with the Kitten trigger and win the game automatically, which would have made my calling out Thassa's Oracle as a possible deflecting SWAT target extremely smart. I wish I was that smart, but I was just saying that because it was a creature in my graveyard. Now, obviously, blinking Thassa's Oracle with Displacer Kitten is a combo. I'm going to get to keep looking at more and more cards if I've got more action in my hands, but the only other target at this time besides the Treasonous Ogre is a Vexing Shusher, which is a kind of risky target to let me have. So that being said, it might make the most sense to just let me have Thassa's Oracle here, but let me know what you think in the comments. We'll put both of these on bottom, I believe. And then... you motherfucker. I wanted that.
I bet.
I was going to do something really funny. I'll cast Alliance Eye Diamond, you can draw Fitz. I'll blink my Thassa's Oracle with the Displacer Kitten trigger.
Yep.
Get that
What else do
value.
you have in your graveyard?
Reanimate Wheel of Fortune, Mox Opal, City of Traders, Gataxian Probe, Rite of Flame, and a Verdant Catacombs. Now, this is a bit of a tell here by Tony, but luckily I didn't notice it. He's asking me what I have in my graveyard. I'm thinking for Kess, but for him it's because he's got the Goblin Welder on the battlefield and I just cast an artifact. So he's looking if there's anything that's a lot worse than a Lion's Eye Diamond. He might be able to make me swap it out with the Goblin Welder, but it's just all managed. Blink the Thoracle. We'll put both of these on bottom. This is great, actually.
Yeah, it's still a big value engine.
I'm kind of stoked about this. I'm going to cast a Mox Diamond, trigger, and point it at the Thoracle again.
I'll draw a card.
Yep, these 2 on top. Just a quick note about that, that was a GRV on my part. The way the Thassa's Oracle trigger works is not like scrying. I don't get to keep X on top, it's up to 1 on top, so I only would have been able to keep 1 of those. Thankfully, it was only 2. This is the only time it happened too, so don't tell Sheldon, and we'll be in the clear. I don't have a land to discard, so I don't remember how Mox Diamond works, but I don't know, it goes in the graveyard or something. Okay, and then I've got City of Brass, the red, I'll lose a life and go to 33, and we'll do the LED for black, so I'll have 1 black floating to cast Kess. I'll discard Defense Grid, Chain of Vapor, Windfall, and Dispel. I will use my black to attempt to cast the Reanimate from my graveyard, targeting, what's his stupid face?
Treasonous Ogre?
That's the guy. And I have a Displacer Kitten trigger that I'm going to point at Kess, and you may draw. So if you haven't seen this before, the combo with Displacer Kitten and Kess is that Kess allows you to cast a spell from your graveyard once each turn. When you cast that card and you have a Displacer Kitten trigger, if you point it at Kess, Kess is going to come back in and read as a new object on the table, and you'll be able to use her ability again. Reanimate will go to exile. I'll make a Treasonous Ogre. I'll pay 9 life to attempt to cast the Wheel of Fortune out of my graveyard, and I am going to target Kess with the Displacer Kitten trigger.
I'm discarding Verdant Catacomb, Perfer, Tinderwall, Snow-Covered Forest, Fintorn Elves, Ragavan, and
Conqueror's Flail, Mountain, Lotus Petal, Sol Ring, Manifold Key, Goblin Engineer, and Mox Diamond.
An offer you can't refuse, Chrome Locks, Training Center, Get Probe, Step Through, Lightstone Ritual, Mana Confluence, Path Negation, Muddle the Mixture, and Mind's Desire.
Oh boy. Cast a Lotus Petal, trigger the kitten, target Kess, and Fitz, you can draw. I will snap the petal for black and cast a Demonic Consultation, triggering the kitten and pointing it at Thassa's Oracle.
Damn.
I have a response. Time
That
Break
was
Trap.
Nice. That was excellent. Excellent. Okay. Yeah. That'll work. Consultation exiled.
you still have the trigger though.
Yep,
The
blink
Oracle, right?
trigger. Go ahead and take a look at these. One of them is good. Very nice, Fitz. I wish I had 1 more mana for interaction. Had so many things in the yard.
There's a lot going on there.
That was cool. I liked watching that, especially when you lost, but
We're going to put these on both on bottom, I think. I'm going to cast a Mana Crypt. Kitten trigger, I'm going to point at Thassa's Oracle and Fitz can draw. And I will Scry 1 and 2. Oh, man.
Thassa's Oracle is equal to Devotion, isn't it? So isn't it 4?
Yeah, that's a horse of a different color, as I would say, personally. Well, that being the horse of the color that it is...
I think we're saying color too much.
Yeah, my bad. Okay, I'm going to keep all of these cards on top, I think.
Well, with the Thassa's Oracle, it's put up to one of them on top and the rest on the...
Oh, it's not scrying at all. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well,
You
I
say
know the one
cheat
that I
on
need
your
to keep.
stream.
Well, I mean, how many times have I resolved the Thassa's Oracle trigger all the way, you know? Okay, I'm going to keep this
I
one
didn't know it had one.
on top. I am going to use Kess to pay 2 life and cast a Gataxian Probe out of my graveyard for its Phyrexian cost. I'll just blink the Kess, I guess. Okay to draw.
And how many cards do you have in hand?
I have 4 in hand.
I'll draw
Hey.
from Mystic Remora.
Yep, 6 life down to 21. I'm going to make 2 red and cast a Final Fortune. Kitten trigger, I'll point at the Oracle.
Yeah, I got nothing there.
I'll draw a card.
Fitz?
Seems good to me.
Yep.
So Thoracle trigger, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll keep this one and bottom the rest. I would like to attempt to move to my next turn.
In your end step.
Yep.
Hey folks, what's the most likely way that Dan's gonna try to win?
Probably Underworld Breach.
Yeah, I would assume.
And Breach is going to get what exact besides value?
I have LED and
Windfall.
Windfall is the action spell.
So what do we need to disrupt besides remove the graveyard would be lovely. I can't do that.
Yeah, I was going to say, endurance me, bro. Oh, because you could swap something with the Engineer. I wasn't even thinking about that. That's pretty sweet.
That's an option.
You can't swap it with anything useful, though. It's like Defense Grid. I guess Mox Diamond is the pick.
Yeah, but you have plenty of cards in your graveyard to just recast it if Underworld Breach is the line.
So true, bestie.
You just do the thing.
Why don't you just swap it out for Defense Grid for me, bud?
No.
Okay.
Let's swap the Crypt and the Mox Diamond and see if you have a land in your hand.
I'll float 2 mana. I do have a land. You've been tricked.
I don't see a way that we don't just lose here.
I hope so.
But sure, go ahead.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, and draw. We're going to play a Spire of Industry as my land for turn. I'm going to cast a Dockside.
It's a terrible dockside.
Yeah.
It's mana neutral.
It fixes my color for the Spire of Industry, though, so I don't have to... Oh, wait, no. Should I pay Treasonous Ogre mana? Probably not. That's a tough question, actually. No, it shouldn't matter. Okay. I'm going to attempt to cast this Windfall out of my graveyard. And I have a Displacer Kitten trigger, which I'm going to point at Dockside.
With the cat on the stack, I'll float a red. It's not going to matter. And we're going to try to Pyroblast the Windfall.
I will attempt to Swansong back. Kitten trigger, I'm going to point at Kess this time. Actually, no. Thassa's Oracle.
Oh, I'm spent.
How many cards are in your hand, Dan?
1.
I'm gonna try and Fierce Guardianship the Swansong.
Yeah, that's agreeable to me.
Yeah, I'll counter the Windfall as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see, so if I let all of this stuff go through, I'm going to end up with 2 treasures and a Thassa's Oracle trigger. And
I wasn't sure if I should have tried to Pyroblast either the Kess or the Kitten on Dan's end step. I still don't know what the right choice was.
I think that it is probably easier to suspect that I'm going to go for an Underworld Breach win, like I said, but I was setting up to use Kess here.
Yeah, I probably should have read that better. Oh well, that's how you learn.
For what it's worth, I don't necessarily disagree with Tony's line here. In most instances, you really want to allow your opponents to take more steps than fewer before you interact with them, allow them to get deeper into the hole, allow them to commit more resources to their actions. Hitting Kess or Kitten would have been a huge blowout for me going into this turn, but a Grixis deck is just generally so explosive, you're not quite sure what I have in hand, what I've been scrying to the top and bottom. There are a ton of different action pieces that can win me the game from this board state, so it doesn't necessarily read as you need to take care of one of these permanents, although I was using both of them very heavily.
For sure. I just didn't want the Windfall to resolve here. I think we're really fucked if that
Yeah,
happens.
that's
dead.
the end.
So let's see. I am going to try to snake my way out of this like an asshole. So let's see. The way I have to get out of this is cast this, blink that, cast this. Wait, no, I can't do that. Okay. No, I think all of that has to be okay. These will get countered. Dockside Extortionist will enter the battlefield, and I'll have 2 treasures. Thassa's Oracle will enter the battlefield. and I will Thassa's Oracle for 4. I'm going to put
There's probably more
none
Thassa's
of
Oracle trigger resolutions than I've ever seen.
I know, it's so hot.
Yeah, ever. Absolutely.
From here, what do I want to do? I guess I have to do this thing first before I can do anything else. I'm going to cast a Brainstorm, Kitten Trigger. I'm going to point at Kess.
I will draw a
Drosgo.
card.
Is it okay?
Yeah. We'll try to make that work. I'm going to put these 2 on top. All right. I will go to 20. We'll use this treasure, and I'll use Treasonous Ogre to make 1 mana. I'm going to cast a Yawgmoth's Will, Kitten Trigger. I'm going to blink. I guess it's just Dockside at this point. It's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
Fitz, you may draw.
I will. Hopefully, free interaction. It was not.
Excellent. Blunk. Exiled. I'm going to use my 2 treasures to cast Defense Grid and target Dockside Extortionist with the trigger once more.
I'll draw a card.
Yes.
I'm
Actually, no,
Dockside.
hold on. I'm going to hold up a treasure and pay 3 life to do that. Is that okay?
Yeah, go off.
Oh, okay. We're going to try. So how are we going to piece this together now is the question. I just got to keep digging with Thassa's Oracle and then hit with Brainstorm. I think that makes sense. So we'll cast Mana Crypt. I'll blink Dockside Extortionist first. I'll go to 3 for the Mana Crypt. I will cast a Lotus Petal, and we're going to scry 4.
And Fitz, you get to draw for all these, but nobody cares.
Yeah.
We can't do
Nothing
anything with it.
matters.
Those are all going to the bottom.
I actually wouldn't draw just because the
Yeah.
Windfall.
Windfall's exiled. Because
Oh,
I
is it?
cast it
Okay.
out of the graveyard with Kess's ability. LED, and we'll blink 2, 3, and 4. No, these aren't it. Does Muddle do it? Yeah, Muddle does it. Okay. I'll keep this one on top. These on bottom. Sacrifice the LED for blue. Guess Lotus Petal also for blue. Cast the Brainstorm. I will blink the Dockside this time. And I'll draw Muddle the Mixture and 2 other cards that I'm going to put back. We'll use 2 blue here, leave 1 floating here to transmute Muddle the Mixture. Go get Tainted Pact, and then I'll cast Tainted Pact and blink the Thoracle with the Kitten Trigger.
Hell yeah, you will.
Yeah.
G.
Cool, fun, high octane Kess times.
That was sick.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Displacer Kitten makes those like really novel games. That's why I love that card. It is clunky a lot of the time, but man, it's fun when it's good. Just off of Thassa's Oracle triggers too. That was sweet. Not to toot my own horn, but that was fun.
That was neat. That was cool to watch.
Yeah.
You clearly are very well versed with your deck, and it's neat to see somebody who knows the ins and outs like that.
Tony, that's why I always appreciate having you on and watching you play Godo. Like, you are always like, oh, I can play anything else if you don't want to see me play Godo. But like, I just love someone who's like watching someone who's really good at playing their deck. It's a lot of fun to like see people who are like very well versed in it. And like, oh no, I can definitely pull a rabbit out of my ass right now. All right, well, that's it. 2 super fun games, both very snappy, both really powerful and unique in their own ways. That's the power of 4 mana value engines right there. If you want to catch my guests around the internet, make sure you go to the video description. You can find all of their links down there. And make sure while you're there, you leave a like and comment on the video. If you're not already, please subscribe. It's super helpful. And thank you so much for hanging out with us, everybody. We will see you next time. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, one of the best ways to support us is by leaving a comment and hitting that like and subscribe button. It's incredibly helpful and always appreciated. If you want to support the channel more directly, join our Patreon to catch episodes early, join our private Discord, and get some other awesome benefits. One final thank you to all of our patrons who make great content like this possible. And thank you for watching. Be good to yourself, everyone.